All right, welcome back to the Anthony Taylor Show, where we keep the vibe real and talent undeniable. Today, we're shining a spotlight on a truly powerful voice in the alt-pop scene. She's a singer-songwriter who blends raw emotion, fearless honesty, and serious vocal chops with music that speaks to everything from mental health and empowerment to love, heartbreak, and everything in between. Whether she's channeling Taylor Swift storytelling or Hayley Williams' fire, she's got a sound that's all her own. You've heard all of her songs before. You may not have known it, like Low from the film After Everything, and Mr. Lenning, her touching tribute to one of the greats. Also, here today to speak about her newest release, recorded with Thomas Monaco, Treading. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Gina Royale and Thomas Monaco to the Ann Taylor Show. Welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing?
We're good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you both coming through. Well, I'm excited to have you here. And this is a great, great day for us all to speak. Now, if I may, how did you and Thomas Monaco meet?
So I can take this one. Tom and I actually worked together at a music school, teaching music lessons. Like, I had been there for a while. He came on board in like 2021, 2022.
Yeah.
And for a while, I was actually his boss. Very talented guy. And eventually, he actually had left the music school, and we linked up and started doing the music thing. We kind of balance each other out in terms of our musical talents. I'm very, very into like writing the melody, the lyrics. I sit down at the piano, have this whole thing. And then Tom is really incredible at bringing that to life through his production and stuff like that. So we balance each other out with our strengths and weaknesses.
100%.
Excellent. So, Tom, do you handle the majority composition, production on the songs, or is this is Treading the first time you guys kind of merged talents?
Yeah. So, she came with the idea, and we together kind of produced it. And then at some point, when we take it away from the keyboard, I kind of take over and add my elements, guitar and bass, and all the fun production things after the fact. But yeah, we kind of started it together. Going through some different sounds and stuff. And once we had a good base to work from, I kind of ran with it from there.
Gotcha. And so do you also participate in the songwriting portion, or as far as the lyrics, or is that something that Gina kind of like says, hey, Tom, I got this great sound. I want to...
Yeah, a lot of it's more the opposite. She's got a good song, and she brings it to me. I have my 2 cents every once in a while, but she's definitely the lyricist here.
Got it. So, Gina, what is your process as far as creating a song? Are you inspired by what happens during the week, or what you're witnessing, or is just when it comes, and you get started with it?
Something I always like to say is there is no correct way or wrong way, for that matter, to write a song. So for me, it's happened all sorts of different ways. If I had to pinpoint a way to find inspiration, it's more of obviously, like, I totally draw inspiration from life, and that used to be like the only way I could write a song was like waiting for something tragic to happen, and then I felt like I had the means to write about it. But now what actually works for me is I like thinking of a title before anything else. So from there, I can just like map out the chords, any lyric ideas, melodies that fall into it. And then sometimes if I sit down at the piano and try really hard to write a song, my brain is too on, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually write majority of what I think is my favorite stuff when I'm in the car zoning out. And then usually it happens, there's a title in my head. Eventually I bring it kind of happens in the car, it comes to fruition. And then I take whatever happened in the car on the ride home, and then I can put it to the piano and make a whole little thing.
Beautiful. So let's do a little backing you up here. When you first knew you wanted to be out there like you are, make life-changing music. I know you said you were a music instructor, so I know it's in you. But what was the defining moment when you realized that you wanted to take these talents to the world?
My dad is a musician, and we were always playing music together. He always had me enrolled in different music lessons, and that kind of planted a seed really, really early for me. And then I did piano lessons, I did voice lessons, I did flute, I did saxophone, I did all the things. And then it wasn't until it was my 7th grade talent show, I combined the two, voice and piano, and I did Glitter in the Air by Pink. And I was like, wow, that's really, really cool. And then it was a few years later that my chorus teacher in high school, who was also the director of the high school musical, she pissed me off because I didn't like her. So then I wrote a song about it. And then from there, it just I was like, this is so cool. Like, I've always liked music. I've always been drawn to it, but I didn't really have that aha moment until a middle-aged woman pissed me off. So I don't know if Tom has a similar story to how you got into
Yeah, let's
music.
go at it. Let's hear Tom's take on this.
Yeah, I'd say mine is kind of the opposite of really good music teachers. I had an awesome guitar teacher growing up, and I also had a really great choir teacher that they both pushed me, and I really enjoyed learning it, and I had a fun time getting on the other side of the chair and teaching. And then the whole production thing came from I really like to tinker with things, and I build things in my spare time, and so I enjoy that element of building a song, kind of just putting all the different elements together.
Exactly. So for you, your inspiration came from a different angle than Gina's did. But yeah, you guys still made it to this point to where you guys are just making really good stuff together. It's amazing how the world works. I mean, it's basically like coming from two different backgrounds and boom, and then still the magic is all the same. You know what I mean? It's like that. That's incredible. I want to know, how is it with the live performances? Do you guys do a lot of those, or what's the story on that?
Yeah, we do a fair amount. Tom's also in my band. Before any of this happened, Tom is the bassist in my band. Mm-hmm. So Tom just is familiar with my music in general, and I guess my song structures and styles and stuff like that. And so we definitely play. We've done the full band gigs with my general discography of music. And then once Treading happened, it was really cool to bring that in. We've actually done, him and I, just a few different festivals in the span of a month, 30 days. We flew to Texas, and then we had to go, we're from Jersey, but we had to go all the way to the bottom of Jersey, 3.5 hours away the next weekend for another festival. And then it was 2 weeks later, we were driving out into Lancaster, Pennsylvania, 4 hours away for another festival. So we've done a duo thing pretty well, which has been really fun, taking Treading and just isolating it to keys, guitar, vocals. We did it in New York City with our friend also on guitar. She's a guitarist in the band, our friend Emily. So yeah, it's been cool to have it in all different styles and locations and places.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So traveling and making music, how much of this does it take of your life? Is it like a 75% thing or a 50% thing, or how do you manage that with your day to day?
Stressfully. I work, I think it's a very common thing. No musician has a stable, consistent sense of where their next paycheck is coming from. We have our ideas, but I personally work 4 different jobs. Tom is always grinding with different things. Tom does a lot of cover band stuff across a few different bands and duos there. So we're always shuffling our calendars and figuring it out. And I've told Tom, I was like, we should have like a dedicated day of the week where we like loosely try to get together and do music. And he's like, we're musicians. That's just not realistic.
Yeah.
So it definitely can get a little tedious balancing the schedules. And, you know, I have a dog. I gotta make sure the dog's walked in bed and all that. But we make it work. It's always worth it.
I got it. It makes sense. So the comparison to artists like Taylor Swift and Hayley Williams, have you heard that before?
Yes, a lot.
A lot, huh? So how do these influences shape your sound? And how do you keep your music authentic to your own voice?
I think I appreciate different, I mean, for those two particularly, I appreciate different parts of them a lot and want to emulate that in my own sound. You know, a lot of people will talk about Taylor Swift. They can say what they want, but she is an incredible songwriter. I am a big Swiftie. I've been to all of her concerts since like, I don't know, her 4th album came out. And she has a phenomenal way of telling a story. Does not matter how basic her chord progressions can be. Doesn't matter how short the song is, the structure. I always have appreciated about her so much is that she is truly like, you know, a simple 4-chord progression girl. And she often tells really intricate stories behind it. So I always want to encapsulate the same power that Taylor has to tell a story through music and through her lyrics specifically. I always have really admired that, wanted to bring that to the table, my own music. And then what I love about Hayley Williams, she's part of Paramore, but she also has some really stellar solo stuff out there. She's just cool. She takes the 4 chords and she takes the sultry, sad lyrics and she just twists them and makes them like kind of off-brand, odd, and she just makes it cool. So I think I really resonate with the Taylor thing, but then to make it a little different, to have some grit to it, it depends on the song. I mean, they're all over the place. I have a few songs that are considered like folk songs. So, but at like the core of my sound, Hayley Williams is really, really cool. And Taylor Swift is too, but she's got a little bit more like bubblegum pop going on. And I think combining them is a fun thing to do.
Okay. So I'm going to ask both you and Tom this, collaboration wise, who would be your artist you would want to collaborate with, mostly at this point? They can be from any time period.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Finally, I got you.
That is a good one.
Well, he's gonna think on that.
Yeah.
I think I can only pick one.
We can, let's be fair. We can do maybe 2, right? 2 or 3, perhaps.
Okay. Can I do like 10? I think I'm looking at it from a songwriter's perspective. I would love to write with Noah Kahan. He's huge right now, especially like in the folk pop scene. I've been following his career and going to his concerts since 2018 when he was playing, much smaller venues to intimate crowds that were not sold out. And then last year I flew out to Nashville and I saw him playing the Bridgestone Arena, sold out. Like, it's really cool to have watched his career progress. And what's awesome is that the show definitely, as it gets bigger and there's more electronics and lights and stuff like that going on, but his music is still the core of of what it was in 2018, which is really, really great lyrics and melody. I always say, no matter how produced a song gets, if you can strip it down to just the chords and just the lyrics and melody and play it out at a guitar, at the piano, that's how you know it's a really good song. It doesn't need a bunch of stuff going on around it to make it to make it, at least from a songwriter's perspective. There's
he
a
was
lot of different ways you can look at it.
I think he was originally with Republic Records, and they were known to like get like really the artists they got were really like they really channeled in and locked into the music side of it. Into the well, I don't want to say soul, but he's like a country type of guy with the beard, right?
Yeah, I would say like folky pop. He's from
okay. I know exactly.
He paints a real cool picture. He's from Vermont. He sings about it a lot. He has a dog, loves his dog, sings about his dog. But I think Noah Kahan and Noah Khan's dog Penny would be
like
a dream collab.
So Penny would have
for
to
me,
be there.
I don't. Tom is scouring through his Spotify recently listened, trying to figure out.
I know this is a tough one because guys, somebody might hear this and they might call you up and say, "Hey, why you didn't pick me?" So go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm going at it from my perspective of like who I would like to make a track with.
Right.
There's this artist Sam Henshaw. He's really cool. He's got a song called Broke, and I just think he's got really, really cool sound going. There's a band called Your Neighbors as well. They make some really cool stuff. I think I have a guitar solo of theirs on my Instagram. Yeah, those would be two like people I could, I would go work with and be very, very happy about that. I would love to be John Mayer in the John Mayer trio to work with the rhythm section he has, Steve Jordan and Pino Palladino.
Wow. So look, you're going deep, man. Yeah. So you want to work with the
You give me a minute.
Yeah. That's excellent.
It's cool.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
I have a thing that we do on the show, and today we're gonna call it Gina and Tom Jeopardy. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Like who said this, and let's see if you recognize it. Okay. All right. So the first one.
I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. You're good. You're gonna ace this. The first one is, I'm gonna read you the line, and since you guys are a team, any one of you can answer just by saying I got this. And we're gonna answer it in a form of Jeopardy. What is, okay? And then you'll say the answer that if you know it, okay? All right, here we go.
Cool.
Starting with number one. Darling, I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream.
I got it. Who is Taylor Swift? Absolutely.
That was really fast. All right. Okay.
I'm teaching somebody that song currently.
You are. Look at you. See? Look at that. All right. Here we got another one here. So this one here is going to get somebody. You both would probably know it. And then again, you might not. But here we go. That's what you get when you let your heart win.
Who is Paramore?
Correct. Hayley Williams, Paramore. So you got it. All right. Here's another one. This one is going to stump the both of you. I can guarantee it. I'm treading water just to keep this feeling alive.
Oh. I don't know.
It should have been who is Gina Royale featuring Tom Monaco. I don't know.
Is that who it is? That was
I wish,
Gina Royale. All right, here we go. So let's try this again. Let's try this one more time. Wouldn't it be something if all of this was real? Anybody?
Unsure, no.
Wouldn't it be something if all of this was real?
All right.
I don't have that one.
The answer is Bruno Major in the song Nothing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Now, I didn't sing it. I don't have the singing chops, so I probably couldn't get it that way. But you got, 3 out of 4, you guys did good. Let's give you a round of applause. I appreciate it. I know I didn't go too deep with the stuff.
You're good.
It was great.
We got a couple. I mean, I got like, if you can fill in the blank for me, Tom, wouldn't it be something if all of this was for?
Is it Nothing?
There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
Nice.
Let
me ask you this. Which Bruno Major song contains the lyrics, like a puzzle with no pieces. I try to make sense of it all.
Like a See, I'm not the lyric guy, but
Okay, but
I
you
don't
gotta
know.
think
I'm
of the
going-
rhythm. Think of the rhythm that might go. What would Tom Monaco? How would you?
Can I hear it one more time? What is it?
Like a puzzle with no pieces, I tried to make sense of it all.
Make sense of it all. Da, 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 da. There's not. That's nothing. That's nothing, right?
There you go. Same song. Now you
You're
know.
making
So
me nervous.
I say it in such a monotone voice, it kind of strips the ability to throw some chords and a bass line around it. But yeah, so you got it, you know. Yeah.
There we go.
So you guys are spot on with your music accolades there. I can tell you know exactly what I got one for Gina that she may or may not know. And let's see here which one I want to do here because some of these are just might be unfair. Yeah, I'm not.
So
gonna,
I have heart palpitations.
I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it because the thing is, I had some. So this guy's made like 10,000 songs, and to just pick one line out, and this is Stevie Wonder, it might have been a little bit more difficult because he's. You know,
I don't know. I
She can do it. Give us a Stevie Wonder. She'll do it.
Don't say that because now I won't.
so I mean, it's like
You could try.
they have the one that says, "Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful?" You know, right?
Yeah.
That song, right? I'm just gonna say two words. All right. This song had an amazing. Gosh, I can't think of the sound they use in the beginning, but it's on most keyboards and it's a real sharp type of instrument. But the song it says when the song comes on in the first line, "Writing on the wall" are the last two words that he says. And this is Stevie Wonder.
Oh, Superstition.
Very good. All right. So what is it? A harpist chord or something like that? Dun, 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 that in the beginning of the
Eleven.
I
song.
think it's clavinet.
Clavinet.
So okay. So very good. So okay. Well, you know your Stevie Wonder stuff. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna ask about the future. Because we covered a little bit of the past, how you got to where you're at, and we covered a little bit of where you are. And now I want to know what your plans are for the future. I know you want to collaborate with some of those people, so that you spoke about, and hopefully they'll hear this little radio show one day and give you a call.